This is The Swimming Show.
Welcome to this month-end heritage edition of The Swimming Show. As we say happy Dashahara to all our Hindu viewers, a 10-day celebration of the victory of good over evil. Also, last week we had the September equinox, where the sun shines directly over the equator and day and night is the same length. Very interesting. The full moon closest to the equinox. This also inspired Neil Young's famous song, Harvest Moon. Jwale ha re kene ho tsa ho sesa. Check out news and views on hashtag The Swimming Show. Lenanong la rona kajeno, the SA Short Course Nationals, we feature more highlights from the 4-day event. Tuks Pretoria hosted the University Swimming Championships. We pay a visit. All this and more on The Swimming Show. The Swimming Show. Due to the recent devastating earthquake in Mexico, the World Para Swimming Championships have been placed on hold. The Royal Dutch Swimming Federation immediately offered their Eindhoven Open to be used for the event. So too did Canada. Swimming Canada invited all participants to the Canadian Open in Toronto. What an amazing gesture! The International Olympic Committee has pledged support to Mexico in the form of an emergency fund. And a Japanese state is donating $30,000 to help Mexico swimming prepare for Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Today marks the start of the second cluster of the FINA World Cup in Hong Kong. FINA has increased the overall prize money for the top 3 men and women swimmers. Each cluster will also honor the first 8 swimmers now, and not just the top 6. Good news for the swimmers indeed. On to pool action now. Hajwale re boela re etela hape hona teng the GC Jolliffe Pool in Pietermaritzburg. We are featuring highlights from the 4-day event that took place recently.
The men line up for the first semi-final of the 100-metre breaststroke. Alaric Bisson has lane 4. He's from Nelson Mandela Metro University. Duncan Rudolph from Tuks has lane 5, and SEAL swimmer Michael Jones is in lane 3.
I feel so much better.
A good start from Edward Johannesson in lane 8. Alaric Bisson in very good shape. He leads after 25 metres and seems to be increasing his advantage. At the halfway mark, Duncan Rudolph follows, then Michael Jones from lane 3. Very strong turn by Bisson, and he now has a full body length lead. The national and African record belongs to Cameron van der Berg in 55.61 seconds. The field will be happy to get under 1 minute though. Once again, very unlikely without being pushed hard. Just over a minute for Alaric Bisson. Rudolph follows, and into third it's Francois Teronne from Koffsies in the Free State. In the second semi-final, the red cap is that of Ruan Breitenbach from Tuks, then Josh Stegen from SEALs. Brendan Crawford from St Andrews Dragons is in lane 4. Then Bailey Musgrave from Seagulls. Reese Whittaker from Marties is in lane 6. Then it's Zander van Tonder and Luca Holzhausen. Luca is only 13 years old and he's already in a senior final. A flyer from Westville's Adrian Robinson in lane 1. Crawford wants to make his mark from lane 4. He turns first. Michael Hooley, the young prospect from Cape Town, missed this event owing to international commitments, and he would have added some spark here. The swimmers are midway in the semi-final. It's Crawford, followed by Musgrave, and then the green cap of Josh Stegen from Seals. Rowan Breitenbach will still want to make the final, and you can see he's pushing hard now. The coaches and spectators get behind their swimmers. They won't catch Brendan Crawford, so the race is for second and third. Into the wall, 1:01:04 for Crawford, not as quick as the first semi-final. Stegen comes in second, followed by the 19-year-old Bailey Musgrave from Seagulls.
We are at the University Championships in Pretoria. Dula le rona. Welcome back. You are watching the swimming show. This is the sports ground of the University of Pretoria. Tuks is hosting the University Swimming Championships, which always takes place at altitude in the odd years and at sea level during the even-numbered years. This event is team-based, and the progress of the team is more important than individual performance.
USSA, which is the United Student Sport of South Africa, have got, for all their different sporting codes, they have their nationals. So this one is their swimming nationals. And so it's not uncommon, it's not an event that is unique. It's all part of the USSA umbrella. And this just happens to be our swimming nationals.
Our yearly USSA competition is a team-based competition where all the institutions which are registered for swimming competition at tertiary level come together and race each other in a points competition.
I'm representing Varsity College. I think there's 9 of us, so 5 boys, 4 girls. The point system, I think it's the top 16 that get awarded points, 20 points for first place down to 16. And then obviously I'm not too sure about relays, and then I know they've got a couple overall prizes for highest FINA points, best overall for male and female. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm just trying to do the best for Varsity College at the moment.
So the nice thing about USSA compared to other galas is there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of competition between the teams, because obviously we want to be the best university team in South Africa. So it's quite nice because there's so much spirit between the teams when we're competing with each other. Yeah, it's great.
It's been excellent. It's been a great atmosphere, very well organised. Our Tuks have done a super job to set up a great competition. We've got a large number of swimmers, and the competition is quite strong. Yeah.
Rivalry between the universities are strong as ever, and we still take it seriously, and our directors take it seriously. And the mission of the universities is to try and win their national university swimming championships.
The championship is fun, but there is still a very healthy rivalry between the institutions. In the timed final format, we look at the 4th and final race of the main 100-meter freestyle. You will notice that only lane 2 to 8 are used in this Tuks outdoor 50-meter pool. It's 25-year-old Miles Brown from Varsity College that turns just ahead of teammate Jimmy Clayton. From lane 4, Jack Janse van Rensburg from Tuks gives chase. It looks like Devonite Miles Brown has the measure of this race. Into the wall, 51.28 seconds. Clayton uiphumanela maemo a bobedi. Then it's Alaric Basson from Nelson Mandela University getting ahead of Tuks swimmer Juan Ras.
Yeah, look, it's been quite a busy season. A lot of racing and travelling, but it's nice to come once in a while race in your home country. At a different pool. First time racing in this pool, so really enjoying it, and yeah, no, it's something different. You know, it's more about the vibe and supporting your teammates, which is pretty cool. You know, it's a change of pace, and yeah, like you said, I'm busy studying, so I'm studying finance at the moment.
The main focus of this competition is it's a team competition. It's one of the very few where swimmers bleed for the team more than for themselves. And being students, it's very difficult to keep their academics intact and also swim at a high standard.
I'm Tatiana Schoenmaker. I'm participating at the USSA Championships. I study financial sciences.
My name's Emma Chelius. I'm 21 years old. I'm currently studying at the University of Stellenbosch. I'm studying a BCom Management Accounting, and I'm the women's team captain for swimming.
Hi, my name is Alard Besson. I'm 21 years of age. I'm currently doing my third year at NMMU in Port Elizabeth in the course Building Engineering. Hi, my name is Alaric Besson. I'm 21 years of age. I'm currently studying at NMMU Building Engineering, third year.
More of our clever swimmers get their start in the final breaststroke race for men over 100 meters. William Daring set the best USSA time of 1 minute 2.92 seconds in 2009. Alaric Basson is back in the pool for this race. He's doing well from lane 5. More than a body length lead, he turns before Free State University's Francois Theron. Philip Opperman from Tax is flying now from lane 8. Into vision he comes. Mari Ervedoza Liena ya hlahan Tax wa itlhaela ho tswa ho lane 3. Hauna qeaqeo ho hang ka mohlodi ke Alaric Basson from Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University ka 1 minute 05.17 seconds. A very good win. Kopsis Francois Theron is next, followed by Philip Opperman. Ervedoza just out of the top 3. Dintlha tsa makgaolakgang tsa bahlodi. Female power now, a fast race over 50 meters. 26.09 is the time Lisa Marie Retief set back in 2007. 21-year-old Matthew swimmer Emma Chelius is favored to win here after a good and fast build-up to these championships. Another Matty, Annika Kruger, is in lane 6, but it will be Chelius. By the proverbial mile, Kruger gets second. And then 19-year-old Tatum Tapi from Varsity College, very close for second and third.
I was lucky enough to compete at World Champs, which was an amazing experience. And then only a few weeks later, World Student Games. So that took quite a lot of time out of class. So it's put me under a bit of pressure to catch up everything. But yeah, just taking one day at a time and getting back in there and coming back and competing at USSA has been a really great way to finish off quite a busy few months. But now going into focusing for exams and Commonwealth trials at the end of the year.
The experience at World Student Games was extremely great. Got to race with high-class swimmers of great caliber. Coming here is, I would say, is a very fun one compared to the seriousness we get and experience at the World Student Games. We recently came back from World Student Games and I missed a lot of university work, so I had to come back and catch up, so I had to put the swimming on hold. So competition is quite tough and I'm not as competitive as I wanted to be, but yeah, it's just things that we're going to need to work on when we get back.
So yeah, you got to have balance. The biggest thing is balance, because obviously being able to study and train at the same time is quite tough. So yeah, you just got to make sure you got a schedule, you're following that, follow the routine, always try your best and just have fun.
It's been a bit of a struggle, you know. It's yeah, with the workload we've got, especially with the traveling and trying to fit studying in, it's been really tough. But you know, it's all about time management, planning everything, making sure that you have a set plan and sticking to it, and making sure that you work hard and everything just falls into place, I guess.
Well, many of the students who are at the high performance level, they extend their degrees, Sometimes they take some time off from their studies, as the universities or tertiary institutions allow them to do sometimes. But many of the competitors that are here are full-time students, and they're here for the team competition. So they're not necessarily the high-performance athletes that are racing internationally. They focus on racing for their university or their college.
So the standard of this competition is quite good. We have some really good swimmers here that represented South Africa at different competitions before. And then obviously we've got those swimmers that are swimming at a varsity team level and doing the best they can. But the beauty of this competition is that everybody counts and everybody has got a role and a function to play in the team. And the points scoring of this event is designed as such that it's really the best team that wins. And you need your depth and you need your stars.
Well, let's see who can get maximum points for their club in this 50-meter butterfly race. Alaric Basson's twin brother, Alad Basson, in lane 6, is up against Varsity College's Jimmy Clayton, here swimming out of lane 5. From lane 4, tag swimmer Jack Janse van Rensburg is putting in a challenge. Wow, this is close. Basson or Clayton? Basson takes it, but by a very narrow margin. Jimmy Clayton settles for second, and Janse van Rensburg o inkela maemo a boraro. Ha re utlwe ho tswa ho yena Alad.
Yeah, it was reasonably close to my PB, but I think that was just because I had a good start at the beginning, so I just managed to hold on and finish strongly.
2 lengths of the pool now, 100-meter breaststroke for women. The USSA record belongs to Suzanne van Biljoen in 1 minute 10.71 seconds. International University Games silver medalist Tatiana Schoenmaker will want to do well here. The 20-year-old Uemetse Jwalo sehlopha sa Taxi sa Usesa in lane 5. Next best looks to be Varsity College's Emily Fisagi. Emily won this event at the recent SA Short Course Championships in Pietermaritzburg. Female swimming needs some older stars, and here is talent that can really fulfill that role. No question on the winner here, Tatiana Schoenmaker, and even unchallenged, she manages to better the USSA record. 1 minute 09.22 seconds is her time.
I think because I qualified for Worlds, it was just like a reassurance of what I can do. But then obviously with my exams and stuff, it would have been better if I did the World Students, because if I had to do both, then it was going to miss a lot of work. I'm already still busy catching up from all the work I missed. So yeah, I was happy and I got to swim like 2 PBs, so I was very happy.
Well done to Tax for being a superb host. There was one more day of action after our visit, and it was good to witness the spirit and fierce as they referred to it earlier. Here now the points standing at the end of the championships. Well done, University of Pretoria, and Tatiana Schoenmaker and Neil Fair for their exceptional contribution. Re se re tatetse ho bona di USSA champs selemong se tlang. Sure, time for a break. O skebe wa suta. At the back of this, highlights from the SA National Short Course Swimming Championships. Dula le rona. The swimming show who SABC 2, you belong. Really amohela hape. Let's go back to Pietermaritzburg now, and joining me is Dwayne DeLoca with more highlights from the SA National Short Course.
Quick look at the 800-meter freestyle events now. Kiara Barnes, Tigerberg Aquatics, Yanni Kutzer from Tux, Abby Meader, Rebecca Meader, Michelle van Rooyen, Samantha Randall, Carly Antonopoulos, and Bianca Pera in lane 8. 8 minutes 22.05 is Jessica Pengeli's national record set in 2011. As with the earlier 1,500 metres, we will show you the start and the finish. First few lengths, the women will find their rhythm, and then the tactics will start to creep in. Rebecca Meader leads from lane 4. Michelle van Rooyen is next in lane 5, and biding her time in lane 3 is Abigail Meader. Look at Rebecca's easy yet powerful stroke. "29 laps to go." Move ahead with 5 laps remaining. Rebecca Meader has built a very comprehensive lead. Some way back, it's still 17-year-old Michelle van Rooyen from Players Swimming Club in Pretoria, just ahead of Abigail Meader from Tygerberg Aquatics in Western Province. 18-year-old Samantha Randall has made her way up the field. Rebecca Meader is only 15. She's plenty of racing ahead of her. Certainly has the potential to lay claim to a national record rather soon, but perhaps not today. Comfortably, but without any pressure. Had a very busy international season and will want to do well at the Commonwealth Games trials at the end of the year. Those trials will be in the long course format in a 50-metre pool. We hope to show you the Commonwealth trials from Kings Park in Durban right here on the Swimming Show. The bell rings for the second-tier swimmers, signalling the final 50 metres. Rebecca only has a few metres to go. She looks strong and still determined as she touches now. 8 minutes 39.93 seconds. A tremendous swim by the 15-year-old, trained by Bianca Marais. Samantha Randall from Tux takes second place, and into third, Abigail Meader, getting in ahead of Yanni Kutzer from Tux. Certainly more turns and kicking off the wall, which is potentially more tiring in this event than the equivalent in the long course format. We'll have to ask the swimmers to find out.
Re tlo tswella pele ka tsena tsa SA Short Course Action nakong e tlang mona ho the Swimming Show. Nako ya rona ebile se e fedile kajeno, empa o se lebale etela maqephe a rona ho Twitter le ho Facebook for news and stories from the world of aquatic sport. Ho bohlokwa bana beso, be water safe. Ho fihlela nakong e tlang, ke Dikeledi Ngwetsi ya Haletsiri.
The Swimming Show.